So people are dying in silence because of this do not involve third party.
Yeah.
They can't speak up about what they are passing through. And you know, the dilemma of it is that when kasala bursts, the third party we hear, the fourth party we hear, the fifth party we hear, the sixth party we hear. Hello guys, you're welcome back to our channel.
You're welcome.
If it's your first time here, you're welcome to Ayonitemitv. You're welcome to this lovely family.
Yes, sir.
And if you're a returning subscriber, we love you so much. And thank you for always being loyal to our video, always be tuning in into our video, especially those people that comment. Thank you so much. And we sincerely appreciate your contribution to the growth of this channel. We value you so much.
Yeah.
We're not sorry for the inconsistency, but you know, there are content, but there is no time. So we are trusting God for, you know,
to be regular
in this place, because you're always on our mind. Sincerely,
yes,
you're always on our mind.
Yeah. Okay, guys, thank you for tuning in this time around, and we promise to be regular.
Why are you talking like a gentleman?
Am I not a gentleman?
Umba. A gentle indeed.
Okay, I'm a gentleman.
Yeah, so guys, today we are going to be talking about a very interesting topic, though controversial. So, but we are going to be talking based on our own perspective about this topic. So what we're going to be talking about is 5 myths about marriage.
5 myths about marriage.
Okay, so the things that we thought they are true, but they may not be true.
They may not be true.
Yeah, so let's get right to the video. Pim. No, why are you laughing? Can you tell me why you're laughing?
Let's go into the video. Let's get to the video.
The first myth is that do not involve third party in your marriage.
Marriage issues.
In your marriage issues. Can you see that is highly controversial, because we've been hearing this from ages that you should not involve third party in your marriage, which is actually not 100% true. Now, for third party, there are, you know, this is let us dissect this so that we can understand each other well, and you know, there will not be any misunderstanding here.
All right, so I think one of the reasons why people believe that point or that myth that you should not involve third party in your marriage issues is because maybe they've had stories, they've had encounters of some families that probably involved third party in their marriage. And you know, Nollywood movies.
Yes.
In Nollywood movies, you know.
Actually, Nollywood movies are shaping a lot of things, like a lot of things.
Yeah, in terms of mindset and everything.
Yes.
So probably they've seen that, and
so not even Nollywood, even social media.
Yes, and it has impacted their marriage negatively. However, this thing is not completely or 100% true, because there will always be an issue. There will always be a time where in your marriage you will have some issues which you guys may not be able to resolve. There might be a time like that. You might not have experienced it now, but there might be a time like that in the future. So it will take someone that is experienced, that has gone through that particular route before, that has experienced that particular issue before, to intervene and resolve those issues.
So the thing is that it might be working for some people. You know, I've had a lot of couples saying that, okay, they've never, ever since they've got married, they've never involved third party in their marriage. You know, it might work for them, but the thing is that you can't use it as a standard that, okay, because we don't involve third party, you should also not involve third party. The truth is that we are different kind of people. My spouse is different from your spouse. Some spouse may just be so difficult that nobody can, like, they're so difficult that you won't be able to handle those issues, that you will need a counselor or a mentor that both of you submit to intervene in that situation. In fact, I think it's even necessary for couples to even have mentor because of situations like this. Because some people may not even be comfortable. The truth that some may not be comfortable you talking about so their
family issues with anybody,
any random person. But of course, we're talking about third party now. You need to be very careful. We're not talking about your sibling, your family, your friends. No, a respectable person that both of you submit to. That your husband listens to the person, your wife also listen
to the person.
Yeah,
that's the disclaimer there. That's the point of emphasis.
Yes.
The third party should not be anybody, any random person, maybe your friend. No. It should be someone that both of you respect a lot. It should be someone that you see as a mentor.
Yeah, as an authority over
as
the
an
family.
authority over the family.
Yeah.
It should not just be anybody.
Yeah.
You not just be anybody. You should be someone that you know that has the capacity to resolve the issue. Not just that you are just saying it so that sometimes we say some things so that our mind will be free.
Yeah.
Not that you are saying it to that your friend, to that your colleague, or to that your sibling because your heart is heavy.
Yeah.
All right. So the third party, the character of the third party should be someone that you guys look up to, someone that you respect a lot, and you know that can, one of the advantages of seeing a third party is because some of the things that you think they are big issue to you, they have gone through even worse things.
Yeah.
Worse things. So when they begin to tell you that this thing that wants to cause breakup between you, we even add worse thing than this, and you were able to settle it, and your heart will be at peace, and you guys will find a middle ground, right, to resolve issues. And if it's a point of motivation, it's point of inspiration, you, the third party, right, will be able to supply that.
You can't know everything. You can't know everything, no matter how
vast you are.
Yes. So there are people that know more than what you know, and it's important to seek counsel from them.
Yeah.
So the thing is that some people are dying in silence because of this do not involve third party.
Yeah.
They can't speak up about what they are passing through. And the dilemma of it is that when kasala bursts, the third party we hear, the fourth party we hear, the fifth party we hear, the sixth party we hear. So it's not better for you to speak up and don't die in silence. Something happened recently, and about this third party issue. Like, we are trying to tell you why it is actually a myth now. So something happened recently, and a family was passing through a kind of situation. The wife wanted to make a particular decision in which the husband is not in support of that decision, and that decision is very critical.
Yeah.
Like, very, very important. The wife at that particular time, but the husband said no. The wife has spoken to the husband did not agree. So the husband, out of annoyance, he just made a very irrational decision. And the wife was just confused. And when wife spoke to my husband was like, I think it's better for you to just involve an authority. So the wife actually spoke. I don't know, maybe it's their pastor, or I don't know. So it was after them that the issue was resolved, and the husband calmed down. The issue they'd been dragging for more than a month. So at that point that everything was resolved. And just imagine that they believe in this means that they shouldn't involve third party. That's, I don't know what will have happened, but it will have taken a longer period of time to resolve what they resolved within, although it was only short period, but what actually elongated the duration was because
They didn't evolve.
They didn't speak up. The wife did not speak up, and at the point of speaking up, everything was resolved.
Yeah.
So that's it. So the second myth that people believe in is that marriage will solve your lost problem. Excuse me, marriage will not solve it. They didn't agree with me. Marriage will not solve lost problem. If marriage cures loss, there will be nothing like adultery. There will be nothing like adultery. So definitely, marriage will not solve that problem. Loss does not care if you are married or you are single. Loss does not care about that.
Just like she said, inside marriage, your lost problem will not change. So it is very, very important that you deal with loss before marriage. Just like how your taste of food before marriage will not change after marriage. How you dress before marriage will not change necessarily after marriage. There are so many things that will not change after marriage, and loss is also part of it.
Yeah.
So you need to actually deal with it, because after marrying your wife or after marrying your husband, you will see tens of people, even possibly thousands of people that may be more beautiful or more handsome than your spouse.
Yeah.
So if you have not dealt with the lost problem, then it's going to be an issue.
Yeah.
It's going to be an issue. And this is also for some people that they've had multiple sex partner before. You need to deal with that cravings. That's why it's important for us as believers to not engage in premarital sex. It is very, very important as a person to be intentional about it and take intentional steps to deal with lust. If you know that you have experience, you have experienced it before, and you are now in marriage, then you need to actually deal with it. Yeah.
So in fact, no, some people, even in marriage, they still help themselves. Even in marriage, you know, there was a man that was talking that, okay, he usually have a beautiful journey to Jerusalem with his wife, and you know, it's always a very beautiful experience. He said, like, they may even take some time, you know, doing the do, and he said after 2 hours, he will just feel like helping himself again. So can you not tell me that marriage solves it? No. So if you have this mentality that, oh, I'm struggling with lust and all of that, I think I should get married faster so that these issues can be resolved. Newsflash, it won't be resolved. Yes, it won't be resolved. Especially like what my husband said, especially if you have been tasting waters before and now you want to settle with just one person. So after a while, you will crave for varieties. So that means that you have to fix it.
Because you've been used with varieties.
Yes.
And frequency.
Exactly. So that means that you actually need to fix it, you know, deal with it and before getting into marriage, because marriage will not give solution to that problem. Yeah.
So this third myth says happy couples never fight. Do we fight? It is not true, because there is no two persons that will live together and there won't be one time that there won't be fights.
Yeah. So don't go with that high expectations that there will not be disagreements and all of that. You may be hearing couples that they will say that, okay, they've never had disagreements in their marriage. So even so, if you had disagreements in your marriage, so that you won't feel bad about it, you don't feel bad about it. It is normal. It is very normal. You know, there was one woman that there's this marriage counselor, one popular marriage counselor like that online, and she was saying that she was narrating the issues they have in their marriage, and I saw people commenting in the comment section that, seriously, so So you people, you had disagreement. Wow, I thought that this would never happen. I thought that you guys are very perfect, that you will never, that like you're so spiritual, you're so this, you know, you are so matured that you would, that people were like, I like seriously, I serious that you have disagreement. I was not like so seriously people think that happy couples they don't have disagreements. It is very, it's a myth. Yeah, it's a myth. Don't go into marriage with that this thing, so that if it happens you won't feel bad, you won't feel like, oh my god, oh have I not failed in this marriage, oh disagreement shouldn't happen, and all of that. The best thing is for you to look for ways to resolve the issues. Yeah.
So this is the fourth myth: if or when I get married, I will be happy. This is a myth that you are trying to entrust your source of happiness to your marriage, to your spouse. That okay, probably when you get married, your spouse is going to make you happy and all of that. See, inside marriage, there's already things that you might not even plan for. All right, and it might not be intentional from your spouse.
Yeah.
All right, so it is very important that you yourself, you are a happy person. A happy person will make a happy spouse.
Yes.
Then you can now make the marriage a happy marriage.
Yes.
So it is happiness should be personal. You should source happiness from your inside, not from your outside.
If you are looking, you are depending on your partner for happiness.
That's
oh my
just
god.
That's just
oh my god, you know it is swear.
Many times I'll just tell my wife that I cannot make you happy. I'm not designed to make you happy. Or I'm not designed to make you happy. So you should not, because you know when the reason why you'll be happy is because when probably the other person meets your expectation.
Yeah.
And the other person is not omniscience. So he or she cannot know what you want at every particular point in time. So he can never satisfy that happiness hunger every time.
Yes.
It can never. So that is why you should be personal about it. Your source of happiness should be from God. It should be from inside out, not from your partner or from anybody outside in. Because if you put it from outside in, then it means that they can control your emotions.
Yeah.
They can control your emotions.
So true.
Yes. It means that when your husband does something to you now, or your wife does something to you, you just change your mood and everything will just, the emotions will just calm down. No.
I've not said this online before, but it like about happiness, you know, marriage bringing happiness and all of that. You know, I remember that when we got married, I think few months after we got married, I entered a serious depression for some months. And you know, the depression I've never had in my single life. What I'm trying to say is that you can't tie your happiness to marriage down. Okay, I want to get married so I can be happy. You know, there's a movie we watched that the woman, after like I think 27 years of marriage or 30 years of marriage, the woman wanted to divorce the husband because she said she's not happy. So she wanted to marry somebody else
because of happiness.
Because of happiness. I don't understand. So you don't make yourself happy in that marriage, and you feel like you're going to make yourself happy in the second marriage.
Yeah.
It's not true.
It's not true.
If you are miserable before marriage,
yeah,
you might be miserable after marriage, inside marriage, and you even influence your partner with the miserability.
Misery.
With the mystery.
So it is personal. It is personal. Really.
Yes. So no matter what your spouse does for you to make you happy, it is going to be short-lived.
Yeah.
If the happiness is not from
inside
out. Yeah. My husband does not make me happy every time.
Yeah.
That's just the truth. It can never satisfy me 100%. Yeah. So I will always find a way to make myself happy outside of him.
Yeah.
So marriage will not make you happy. Marriage will not complete it and all that. So if you are
Yeah.
seeking for happiness,
Let your source be from God.
yes.
Yeah, that's just it. Let your source be from God.
Mm-hmm.
This last myth says that you don't need God to make your marriage successful. We have a lot of people, yeah, I think, is it moralist or realist? They say that once you are able to
Apply
know,
marriage
yes,
principles.
apply marriage principles, you know the code of your wife, you know the code of your husband. That is all. It is more than that.
Yes.
Marriage is spiritual.
Very spiritual.
Marriage is spiritual.
Very
There are
spiritual.
some issues that only just 1 minute, less than 1 minute prayer
We
will just
solve it.
solve.
Mm-hmm.
There are some issues that wisdom, only wisdom from God, will resolve.
Yeah.
So it is very, very important as a believer to always trust God.
Yes.
Trust God.
Yes.
You cannot do marriage outside of God, because it's even the one that instituted the marriage.
Yes. So if anything goes wrong,
yes,
he has the manner. If
Yeah.
what's it called? If there's an issue with a product, you
Yeah.
do what? You
consult the manual.
consult the manual. So God is the one that institutes marriage, instituted marriage. So you actually have to depend on him.
Yeah.
No matter the marriage principle that you apply, some people will say that it's actually working for them, that they've been married for 30, 50 years and they've been applying marriage principles. But the truth is that marriage principles is not enough. Probably you'll have even enjoyed more if you have involved God
yeah.
in it. I think I started this example before. No, there was a day that I and my husband, we had disagreements, and I what's it called? I left the room, and all of a sudden, I didn't touch my phone. I just carried my phone, and then someone message from my friend that somebody is knocking somebody's door. This in our state and all over. Fear just gripped me, and I ran to the room, and I told my husband that normally now you'll have come and beg me. Well, like this time I am not begging you. I just talked to God that God should chase you back to the room. So, and a lot of things like that has happened that God,
Just simple prayer. Intervention from God.
God is just going to solve it. So you can't do marriage outside of God. Take it or leave it. You can't do marriage removing God's factor in it, because it will make it more easier for you, make life more easier for you, make marriage more enjoyable for you. Just like my husband has said, sometimes you just receive some things from God to do this. Sometimes you may be in a particular junction that you don't even know what to do, the decision to make, but God is going to tell you that this is the way.
Yeah.
Except the Lord builds the house, the laborers they work in vain. So you might be doing it, and you may feel like it is working, but for you to enjoy the full package, you need to involve God in your marriage to be the center of your union.
Yes, it's. I think she has said everything. God factor cannot be overemphasized in marriage, because with God you are able to know more about your spouse. There are some hidden things that just principles might not be able to resolve.
Yeah.
Just principles
Might have even done everything. You have respected him.
Yes.
You have patience. You apply the Proverb 31, and it's still not working out.
Working. So you don't know the kind of baggage that your husband is bringing. You don't know the kind of baggage that your wife is bringing into the marriage, right? And she might not even know herself. You might not even know. But when you begin to involve God, these issues will begin to be exposed, and you begin to treat them. In fact, in terms of satisfaction, when you begin to involve God, God begin to show you how to satisfy your spouse in terms of what he really needs, what she really needs, and everything terms of decision making that will not cause fight inside marriage. In terms of conflict resolution, it's a lot.
If you have other myths that you want to talk about, you can also comment in the comment section. So we hope that you enjoyed this video. Kindly help us to share it. Thank you in advance.
Yes.
So also help us like this video, help us to subscribe. Thank you so much. So till we see you in our next video. Before then, if you have any video idea that you want us to talk, so if you have any topic that you want us to talk about, kindly drop it also in the comment section so that we can actually know what you want us to discuss about. So all right, we'll see you in our next video. Bye.
Bye.
Love you guys.